Hey there, car enthusiasts. Ever had that sneaky feeling your car isn't running quite right, but you can't put your finger on why? You might be dealing with a car vacuum leak. It's one of those lesser-known issues that can cause a whole lot of trouble if left unchecked. So, let's dive into what vacuum leak symptoms look like and how you can spot them early on. First up, let's talk about rough idling. If your car is shaking like it's got a caffeine overdose whenever you stop at a red light, it's a red flag. A vacuum leak can mess with your car's air-fuel ratio, causing the engine to idle unevenly. Imagine your car trying to breathe through a straw. That's what it's like when there's a vacuum leak. One minute it's fine, the next minute it's struggling for air. Next, have you ever noticed your check engine light flickering on and off? It's not just there to annoy you. Modern cars are equipped with sensors that detect even the smallest irregularities in the engine. A vacuum leak can trigger the check engine light because it disrupts the optimal functioning of your car's engine. And trust me, ignoring this light is like ignoring a toothache. It won't go away on its own and will only get worse. Now, if your car has become a fuel guzzler overnight, that's another clue. When there's a vacuum leak, the engine gets more air than fuel, leading to inefficient combustion. This means your car will need more fuel to run properly, and you'll find yourself visiting the gas station more often than you'd like. So, if your wallet is feeling the pinch, it might be worth checking for a vacuum leak. Let's not forget about hissing noises. Your car shouldn't sound like it's auditioning for a horror movie. If you hear a high-pitched hissing sound coming from the engine, it's likely air escaping through a vacuum leak. This noise is often more noticeable when the engine is running, but the car is stationary. It's like a snake hiding under the hood. You can hear it, but might not see it right away. Acceleration issues are another symptom. If your car hesitates or stumbles when you try to accelerate, a vacuum leak could be the culprit. The engine needs the right mix of air and fuel to power up smoothly. A leak disrupts this balance, causing your car to lag or jerk when you hit the gas. It's frustrating and can be dangerous, especially if you need to accelerate quickly in traffic. Then there's the matter of engine backfires. It's not just something that happens in action movies. A vacuum leak can cause your engine to backfire because of the irregular air-fuel mixture. This can be pretty alarming and is definitely a sign that something is seriously wrong. If you experience this, it's time to get your car checked out pronto. Another sign to watch out for is unusual exhaust smoke. Normally, exhaust should be relatively clean and mostly invisible. However, a vacuum leak can cause the engine to run rich, leading to black smoke from the exhaust. This happens because the engine is burning more fuel than necessary, which is not only bad for your car but also the environment. Now, let's talk about how to diagnose a vacuum leak. One method is the spray test. With the engine running, spray a bit of carburetor cleaner or starter fluid around the vacuum lines and intake manifold. If there's a leak, the engine RPM will change as the fluid temporarily seals the gap. It's a simple yet effective trick to pinpoint the issue. You can also use a smoke machine. This tool pumps smoke into the intake system, and if there's a leak, you'll see smoke escaping from the faulty area. It's like a magician's reveal, but for car diagnostics. This method is highly accurate and can save you a lot of guesswork. Finally, let's touch on fixing the vacuum leak. If you've identified a leak, it could be due to a cracked vacuum hose, a faulty gasket, or even a bad intake manifold. Replacing the damaged part is usually straightforward and can be done with basic tools. However, if you're not comfortable with DIY repairs, it's best to take your car to a professional mechanic. So, have you ever had to deal with a vacuum leak in your car? What symptoms did you notice? Drop a comment below and let's get the conversation started. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more car tips and tricks.